Good morning. Today's January 3rd, 2026. When I started to look at the date, I saw that today is a 5-day for one. And for two, we've got portals happening a lot this month. Today is 1/3/2026, which reduces back to 1. The self as the creator, you are the change, and that was what I titled my journaling session as. And I pulled cards for the whole collective. At the bottom of the deck was the creator. After I shuffled, how appropriate, the self is the creator. I saw that card and then I realized 131. But it was with the lover. The creator is the generative force, the spark of innovation, manifestation, and divine inspiration. Birthing new realities, channeling raw creative energy into form. And the lover, this card is about intimacy, union, passion, and harmony. Both with others, harmony both with others and within the self. It's vulnerability, connection, and the alchemy of relationships. Together, this is a deep well of creative passion and relational energy. It's the powerful drive to co-create beauty and heal through connection, as well as birth something new. You may be feeling artistic, communal, or societal. I've been feeling artistic. I had the day off yesterday, and I keep seeing these when I scroll through my Reels and TikTok videos. For some reason, I keep seeing these what's called Zen tangles. And yesterday I was like, I want to draw those. So me and Sai went over to the Dollar Tree and we bought some art supplies. I just got a sketchbook and some pencils, and I couldn't find all my colored pencils, so I picked up some coloring stuff too. And I did one yesterday and I did one this morning. And it's so like relaxing to know that it's just like circles and lines, and you just connect these things and you don't really have to think about it. Basically, you're just doodling. That's all you're doing. But anyway, yeah, so new projects or ways of relating come from the subconscious. True creation thrives in union, not isolation. So now the outer ring of cards, 6 cards came out almost at once. And before the reading got too humongous, I stopped at the 6. And they ended up in a ring around the center of the underlying energy. So the visible influences. Okay, first card is card number 21, which reduces to 3. This is the Mystic. This card is about spiritual awakening, transcendence, inner wisdom, and the eternal cycle of death and rebirth. Next is the Poet. This is card number 7. And that's interesting to me that the Mystic is card number is a 3 when you reduce 21 down. But the Poet, the Mystic to me would be like the should be the 7. The Mystic is kind of like the seeker, like that's how I would see it, like the seeker or the oracle. And then the poet is like that. Poetry is creation, it's transmuting energy. But it's interesting to me that what I think the numbers should be are reversed, and that's a paradox. Interesting. So the poet, this card is actually deep emotional truth seeking expression and the power of words or visions to illuminate shadows. Pulled that card yesterday for the collective writing that I did. Yesterday's reading. There's a poem by Walt Whitman that I'm going to mention again today because it's called Song of Myself. And it came up in part of yesterday's reading. It's from the book Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. I just want to read something. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. Do I contradict myself? Very well, then, I contradict myself. I am large, I contain multitudes. I am the poet of the body, and I am the poet of the soul. The pleasures of heaven are with me, and the pains of hell are with me. The paradox of being human. Okay, so the next card on the table is the Medallion. This card is about recognition of achievement. It's a talisman of value or protection, something earned or gifted that holds power. This card says, honor the wisdom you already have earned. Honor the wisdom you've already earned. The next card, the Siren. This card is seduction, allure, the call of the depths, your emotions, intuition, the unknown. She's enchanting and potentially overwhelming, and this card says navigate allure without losing your center. The comic. This card plays a big role in today's reading. This is what, card number 26. 8, abundance, infinity. This card is humor is medicine. Finding levity in chaos. It's the trickster who disarms tension. Playful detachment and satire that reveals truth. Okay, then the healer. This is holding. Integration of opposites, renewal through cycles, and restorative power. The message as a whole becomes the energy, this energy of this reading. The energy of this reading ended up being an astrological reading. It perfectly ties in where the sun and the moon are right now. This is a profound phase of creative rebirth through connection and inner work. The creator and lover duo is the underlying energy. Points to a shared desire to manifest heartfelt visions. You are the change. The call to be the change could easily veer into a serious, intense, or a spiritual bypassing territory. It can become dark very easily. The comic says that change doesn't have to be a grim determination. We can laugh at our own creations, the situations that we put ourselves into, the things that we attract, the human absurdity. True power is the ability to hold the paradox, that this and that are true. My truth is different from your truth, but they're both true to some respect. Because of whatever timeline you're on, whatever perspective that you hold right now. Deep love and healing. The comic says that deep love and healing with light-hearted detachment are needed. Okay, so the year 2026. We've all heard it by now. 2026 numerologically reduces to 10, which is 1. But it's also 10. 1 being the self. 0 being the 0 point, the place where everything collapses into unlimited potential. One plus 0 equals 1. This is the self as the creator. It's 1 year. It's a reset year, an initiation year. It is an initiation year. It's a new beginning. It is the I am leadership from within. Today's the 3rd. 3s are about manifestation and creation. So 1 of January is the self. The 1 of 2026 is a new beginning, a reset. But when we add 1 plus 3 plus 1, we get 5. 5 now is the mirror of the self and the new beginning. 5 becomes the creation, which is just the self mirroring the new beginnings. A 5 day is also a day of freedom and adventure. Okay, so plant the seeds that shape the next decade. You are the change. This energy on the table here screams self as source. Recognizing that you're the origin point, that your inner world shapes your outer world. The surrounding cards say this moment right now is calling all of us to own our creative sovereignty. Healing through expression, trusting the intuitive depths, alchemizing passion into action. This is what the last 3 or 4 readings have been about. Turning that sacred rage of Sekhmet into fuel for our passions and our work. I'm reminded that, you know, Sekhmet was the war engine, the consequence of Hathor getting angry. The creator doesn't wait for permission. You don't need anybody's permission to do anything. You don't need anybody's permission to change your opinion, to change your mind, to change your perspective, to change your self-care journey. You don't need anybody's permission for that. Today, as I was going through these cards, I was realizing that last night on my way home from training, the moon was very full, but it still looked like it had a little ways to go. So I was thinking in the next day or two, it's going to be the full moon. And I looked it up today at 5:03 this morning. The full moon peaked, and it's the full wolf moon. So when I typed into Google, I wanted to see what the wolf moon was about. I typed in full, F-O-O-L moon. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. Full moon, the comic. Pulling into the comic. So it's also a supermoon today. It's the first moon of the year. Like, holy shit. Like, what a way to ring in the new year, right? We're getting ready to come into the year of the fire horse as well. And I've been in some pretty intense energy the last couple of days because people want to jump in my business where they don't belong. And then post my dirty laundry on Facebook. People who think that just because they're close to my family means that they are family. No. No. Boundary set. Respectfully, fuck you. So the fire horse is coming in strong for me right now, but I'm also in this, you know, energy of, I'm gonna burn some fucking bridges down. Like, I'm done with this shit. I've been done with it for a while, but now, because I posted my healing journey on Facebook and TikTok, the reflections of my growth, my admission of guilt, she decided to take it as a projection. Or she absorbed the reflection. She absorbed what I was saying. She twisted it and projected it out as her own. She thought she was going to call me out on some stuff, but I was not victim blaming at all. At all. She got some half-truths from an angry 16-year-old girl. And stories were told to her of experiences that happened in my house. And she formed opinions, and I got angry because I had an expectation that as a mother, she should have not dismissed me that way, should have been more understanding as one mother to another mother. And that was the expectation, and that expectation ended up being painful because I forgot in the moment. Detachment. Okay, so the wolf moon. This moon is about survival, community, inner strength, and voicing your truth. This is the image of a wolf howling into the winter night, calling in his pack because he's alone. My truth is that I miss you. okay? And the moon's in Cancer right now. So this is an amplification of emotional depth, nurturing, home and family vibes, intuition, and releasing what no longer serves you. The creator and the lover. This is the illumination of what you're ready to birth from your heart. With the mystic and the poet, it's heightened intuition and emotional expression. This is a perfect time for channeling your visions or truths that have been building. So right now, I'm channeling through my artwork. Okay? And it was a strong pull for me. So I'm actually setting a goal for myself that I'm going to do one a day for the next 30 days. Because I like doodling anyway. Let's see. Okay, so the full supermoon with the healer, this is culmination of release, letting go of old wounds under this moon. And then the Siren is showing emotional depths that are calling strongly. Feel them, but don't get swept away by them. Now, the comic. I wanted to say the full moon, FOOL. Right, so I immediately got like this, don't take the intensity too seriously of the emotions. Don't take it too seriously. Laugh at the absurdity of life's plot twists. That was a plot twist. Here I am posting the love of my family and a reflection of from 2025 at how much we've grown together, how much I failed, but I was able to heal it and fix it, and now we're growing. And then to be met by that. Since nobody else said it, I'm going to. My New Year's resolution is to call out the bullshit, fuck the consequences. It was so mean and hurtful. It was a plot twist. The release valve for these energies is humor. Find the absurdity in the situation. The moon today puts a spotlight on embodying your creative power playfully. Now, the Sekhmet lesson for me was, and this is why I ended up eating crow, because I've been so hardcore on this moon energy for the feminine, but Sekhmet does kind of show the moon with Hathor becoming Sekhmet in the sun. The sun is right now it's in Capricorn, and this is our solar consciousness. It's about structure, responsibility, ambition, and building lasting foundations. It's just some of the things that the sun in Capricorn is about. It's climbing the mountain. It's the Capricorn drive. The moon is in Cancer in its fullness right now. This is home, feelings, and intuition. The moon illuminates the shadows of Capricorn's drive. So, 2 questions. What emotional needs are we ignoring in the pursuit of success? And where do we need softening, care, and release? Well, the release valve right now is letting go of over-armoring, which is Capricorn's shadow, to make space for authentic flow. You are the change means embodying that integration, practical action, and emotional wisdom. All right, we're at 25 minutes. I love you guys. Have a great day. I think today is Saturday. I have to work for the next 2 days, so my schedule's like all messed up internally. But I love you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.